Okay, so from the homepage, the volume and data projections highlights provides a weekly perspective of the current supply figures. Let's now go to the volume and data projection section by clicking on See Full Volume Data Dashboard. From here, you can obtain information on last week's actual volume, the current week's projection, and next week's volume projection. It provides a quick overview of what is expected within a 3-week time period. Below, you can graphically see each week's volume in chart form, and to the right, you can see a year-to-date comparison for the current year versus the previous year. This provides a visual perspective on how the current crop is performing versus last year's crop. On the next section, it provides a volume chart with more detail on volume actuals and projections by week and country of origin. It also provides a long-range view of the volume and a visual trend. You can select different views, such as 4-week view or 1 year or by season, if that is better for you. The last section provides a data table for weekly projections and actuals by country of origin by year, and the data is downloadable in Excel format for further analysis. I just quickly want to show the data sources for this information. HAB does not produce any volume projections. Each country of origin organization sends us the weekly projection estimates for the year. And for example, Mexico, the most current, sent their last projection update on this date, and California on this date. Now, let's move on to the category data section. And to get there, go to the For Growers or For Marketers menu on top and click on Category Data. You need to be registered on hab.com to access these sections of the website. Okay, so IRI is one of the leading retail data collectors in the country, and we use their syndicated retail sales data to generate all the reports that you are about to see. The first section provides a year-to-date performance ranking by region and the 50 most important markets within those regions. You can click on each region to display the data detail by each of those markets that I mentioned right here on the right. The next section provides quarterly view of the category performance versus total produce, that on the left, and on the right you'll see the dollar sales velocity. Going down, the following section is called Market and Region Totals. It provides a 4-week view and year-to-date totals on unit sales, dollar sales, and average selling price. When you click on a data point, you can get the actual figures to the right, and this data is also downloadable in Excel format for further analysis. Below, and in this next section, is the PLU comparison section, where you can get an overview of how each PLU or the organics and bags are performing by units and dollars, and at the store level in 4-week periods that are updated every month. The last section provides even more detail. This is a weekly overview of total sales performance by PLU or bags, and you can separately view the organic avocados performance under the same breakdown. To see the figures, just click on a data point, and to download the data, just click on the designated button. Now, I would like to go over a new report on our website. It is located in the For Growers or Marketers menu under Store and Category Tracker. This report will allow you to track retail sales with top-line dollar, volume, and price data for avocados and other categories in 4-week periods. This information can be very powerful when it comes to planning for future promotions, and these reports provide a clear trend and perspective for the avocado category, and also total fruit and total vegetable, the total produce section, and total store and other produce categories, and how they compare to each other. You can select different metrics and years from the top filter. You can also choose to view the reports in dollars, units, or pounds. And when you go down the page, you'll see the avocado section that includes 4-week periods updated every month. You can also keep a visual track of the performance change versus prior year on each period. And as in other charts, anytime you click on a data point, you can get the actual amounts for each period. Right below that is the fruit and vegetable section. It shows each category separately and performance change versus previous year. Below are the total produce and total store sales sections. Remember that by clicking on the data point that you want to see, you can see the numbers displayed to the right. And to explain a little bit, the goal of this report is not only to track avocados compared to other commodities and sections of the retail store, but mostly is to provide the user with a compelling database story of how avocados are a great partner to grow sales. And just to finish this page, the last section provides fruit ranking from a list of 26 commodities by period, including performance versus prior year and total dollars for the period. All this data is, once again, downloadable in Excel format for further analysis. Now, I'll quickly go over the global trade reports. Just go to the corresponding menu on top and click on Global Trade Reports. So once we are there, this section offers a global view of how the avocado category is evolving in the different producing and importing countries. It will allow you to keep track of how much avocado volume is being produced globally and how the main global markets are growing in terms of avocado consumption. The first section, for example, provides avocado trade data ranking the main avocado importing and exporting countries in the world. You can select a country from the list and choose the units that you'd like to see, either pounds or kilos. And these reports will provide detailed information on import and export quarterly volume data for each market or producing country. When you click on one of the data points, you can see the list of countries that supply that market or the list of markets that the selected country supplies with avocados. The last section provides a 3-year volume comparison for the selected country. When you click on a data point, you'll see the detail to the right. Okay, so far so good. Now, I would like to jump to our next section, the regional composite reports. These reports are very valuable and very popular. This is a tool for users that like to take a deeper dive and evaluate basically avocado sales performance by region. The regional report provides sales performance data on each of its main markets, and when you click on any of the regions, it will display a complete quarterly analysis with data and insights that can be used for critical decision making. Let's choose a region and explore what's available there. I'm going to choose the Southeast region. The first section is an introduction of what the Southeast region represents and the markets captured in the data. And below you can see the methodology for each report. For example, the highlights show an overview of the region's performance for the period that we're looking at compared to the previous year. For example, here you can read the avocado category lagged total produce in retail dollar sales growth rate. Why? Because category dollars fell by 2% while total produce increased by 3%. Also, dollar decline was due to a 7% decrease on average selling price. And for example, bagged and organic avocados saw a double-digit dollar and volume growth, and so on and so forth. Now, next, the avocado versus total produce section provides a broad view. For example, let's look at the regions with the highest share of the category versus how they perform versus produce in general. Let's look at California, for example. It is the most developed market for avocados and sets up a good target. If you look at their share of the avocado category, you see that it is higher compared to their share of total produce. Now let's look at the Southeast. The avocado share is almost 2 points under the produce share. As an industry, we want to move as close to total produce share as we can on each market. Therefore, we need to look at where the growth opportunities are, asking questions like, does this market have the right distribution? Are there enough advertising efforts done in this market? Do stores have the right produce mix with bulk and bags? Is the product being promoted enough throughout the year? So when you answer those questions, you will be able to determine what the best strategy for that market would be. Now on the next section, it shows us the market performance trend for 3 years. Year over year, the category is growing either in dollars or volume. This shows us that we are on the right path towards developing this region, but it is growing similarly to other regions, or is it slower? You'll get those answers when you check the rest of the regional reports. And actually, this is a great segue to our next section, the business support tools. When we look at business support tools, this section contains a remarkable collection of shopper-related studies that help users define the avocado shopper profile. The user will learn how much shoppers buy and the frequency. Where do they buy their avocados within the retail channels and geographically? How and what delineates their purchase preference? It provides relevant demographic metrics that will allow any avocado marketer to understand their avocado buying customer, as well as help them make database strategic marketing efforts to grow their avocado sales. Let me show you some examples. Through our webinar series, we've been able to learn that the super shoppers prefer buying both bulk and bagged avocados through Better Together, our bagged and bulk shopper trend study presented on our last webinar by Stephen Muro from Fusion. We also looked at the long-term category growth of heavily involved avocado shoppers, also presented on the previous webinar by Stephen Muro as well. So today I will talk about the market opportunity matrix. This tool is designed to help avocado marketers to identify, quantify, and prioritize potential market level opportunities. Opportunities basically to grow their avocado sales in 45 US markets. So this tool can provide enough information to develop and substantiate a strategy for growth internally or sitting down with your customer. So some markets are more developed than others, we know that, but high development doesn't mean that there's a lack of opportunity. So this tool provides a multi-view approach to evaluate the individual opportunities in each market. To take full advantage of this tool, you can apply it to your business in 3 steps. First, you'll focus on the markets that you supply. Second, go and evaluate each model for opportunities in your market. And third, evaluate potential opportunities for expansion into new markets. I will go over the full report that provides an understanding of these market-by-market differences and their implications for category growth using the following 5 multi-metric models. So the first one is the Avocado Category Development Index. It answers the question, are avocados over or underdeveloped in a market relative to its population, and ranks growth opportunity relative to population. The next one, avocado fair share analysis. It answers the question, is the avocado category getting its fair share of sales compared to all other produce in this market? And also quantifies potential dollar opportunities. The next section is the avocado category dollar trend opportunity and answers the question, is the avocado category outpacing or lagging and the dollar growth rate of all other produce. And ranks the markets by growth opportunity. The next section is distribution versus velocity on a quadrant analysis. So the question that it'll answer is what distribution velocity development strategies are suggested by market profile for total category and bagged avocados, and also identifies the market development strategies suggested by each quadrant. And finally, the avocado distribution opportunity, for example, for total category, answers the question, what are the biggest gaps in avocado distribution compared to total produce, and also ranks the markets by potential dollar growth opportunities. And there's also another example for bags. So now I will go ahead and open the Excel tool that allows you to create a scorecard by market. This scorecard you can take, is very easy to read, is very easy to analyze, and you can take it to your sales meeting, either internally or also with your customer. And here are some tips on how to read the tool, but also on the tabs you can read the definitions to familiarize yourself with this report. When you select a market, for example, let's choose Los Angeles. Okay, it's Los Angeles. There you go. The gray boxes indicate a strong performance, and the green boxes represent an opportunity. On Category Development Index, we can see that Los Angeles marked above 120 points. So any market above 120 is considered overdeveloped. On the fair share box, we can see that avocados have a larger share of total sales compared to total produce. On the dollar trend opportunity, you can see that there's room to grow based on dollar growth rate compared to produce. On the quadrant analysis, even on a very developed market, there's some room to grow based on how the produce category is performing. For instance, the recommendation here is to protect distribution and velocity, and below you can see why. Also, produce is still 1.5 points below produce distribution. Therefore, the goal is to remain there. On velocity, avocados show an average of almost $3,800 spent weekly on avocados, and this is the highest amount on average among all the markets that we monitor. Therefore, the recommendation here for this market of Los Angeles is to protect it. On distribution, produce and avocados are very close, but still there's some room to grow. Bagged avocados show good potential based on how distribution and velocity compare to the category as a whole, and also bagged distribution is lagging compared to total avocados. Okay, so I hope this overview has provided enough clarity and confidence for you to explore it and use it on your next planning or sales meeting. Okay, so now to wrap up, I would like to show you HAB's consumer tracking study of 2021. Each year, HAB identifies, tracks, and measures the importance of various consumer attitudes, behaviors, and usage of fresh Hass avocados. The attitudes and behaviors are correlated to avocado purchase levels and 5 key health pillar segments. We offer 3 reports: the General Market Segment Report, the General Market Health Pillars Report, and the Hispanic Market Acculturation Report. Let's explore the General Market Segment Report. Okay, so as you can see, this study is 103 pages long, so this is a very comprehensive analysis of consumer attitudes and behaviors, but for the sake of time, I will jump directly to the purchase drivers and barriers section. Okay, let's go there, right here. Okay, this information helps us determine if the message we are communicating is being received by consumers, and also helps us correct the course based on what consumers want. As you can see, the data on why consumers purchase avocados strongly points out that health, nutrition, and taste attributes are the reasons driving purchase in the United States. This is why HAB has invested heavily in areas of health and nutrition. Now, let's jump to see the main barriers to purchasing avocados reported by consumers. Here we learn that barrier 1 is related to price. Nothing much to do there since that is a matter of supply and demand. But barriers 2 to 6 have to do with quality issues in the product sold at the display. Therefore, improving handling practices to improve quality is it's a key factor in removing purchase barriers. And that is just a small percentage of the vast amount of knowledge contained in these reports. I encourage everyone to read all the reports and understand what is moving our industry forward. We have viewed a lot of information today, some quite complex in nature. We have looked at volume and projections, category data, the store and key metrics tracker, the global trade reports, and regional composite reports. Then we viewed business support tools that included the market opportunity matrix and tracking study. And I know it's a lot to cover in a 30-minute webinar, but if you get into the site and practice, the reports will become clear. And the information that you can extract for your internal sales team or even for your customers is top-notch. And the best of all is that it is free to you and your company. So here's a quick video with some more reasons on why you should register on HASavocadoboard.com.
The HAS Avocado Board, or HAB, is the only independent avocado organization, and our goal is to equip the entire industry for success. HAB collects, aggregates, and distributes important industry information via its website, HASavocadoboard.com. HAB is here to support you as a member of the avocado industry, and that means providing tools and resources at no cost to you or any other industry stakeholder. After just a few clicks to register, you'll be able to view timely industry updates and have access to tools that will help you make decisions about your avocado business. Take a look at some of the benefits you'll receive when you sign up today. HAB provides the industry's only source of consolidated data and tools. Each is designed to make stakeholders like you more knowledgeable. Tools and resources include important volume data and projections by country of origin, as well as category data from IRI. We offer research and insights that allow you to discover retail landscape, shopper purchase behavior, trends, and performance drivers. You can access regional composite reports to explore quarterly retail volume, dollar trends, average selling prices, and more for 8 regions across the United States. Our global trade data explores top-line volume trends by quarter and annual breakdowns between producer and exporter countries. And country profiles and market reviews provide a look at the HAS avocado in countries across the globe. In addition, the Avocado Quality Manual is a guide to best practices for each step of the supply chain, and it's available as a free download in English or Spanish. All of this and more is available simply by registering on HASavocadoboard.com, and it just takes a few clicks. While you're there, be sure to check the box to receive our HAS Insights monthly e-newsletter, to receive category sales and insights and the latest study and marketing updates directly to your inbox. Now that you know what HAB can offer, visit HASavocadoboard.com and register today.